Welcome to Transition into Death. You feel your eyes begin to get heavy. You fall deeper and deeper into a trance. Your body becomes weightless as your heart begins to slow down. Do not be afraid. You are at rest. You fall deeper and deeper. Your soul begins to separate from your body. You begin to feel the warmth of fire. This is the arrival to your final destination. Welcome to eternal damnation. You are now entering hell.
What is this place? What have I done? Condemn myself to eternal damnation. Claims my soul. There's no turning back. There's nowhere to go. Please save me. I don't belong here. I let a gun lie. This is tomorrow. And all these demons try to possess me. So hold my head down. Drop me in fire. You know you never going home. Now you're trapped inside the depths of the unknown. It's your soul forsaken. You'll pull you down now into the fire until the flames get higher. Abandon all your own. Welcome to hell.
You know, and I gotta tell y'all, with the heat and the fucking humidity, yes, we are in hell, aka Florida. It is absolutely fucking hell. And I will tell
And
y'all
we got a
right now,
hurricane coming.
and
Oh,
then that's,
stop.
yeah. It's, you know what, we're gonna get a category 1 and we're gonna get sleep, and that's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be nice
That's
and simple.
fine.
And I gotta say, these little fans, if you are not buying one of these for Spooky, you are doing yourself a great disservice. There's like $15 neck fans, they're on Amazon. These little things that are like, I don't know, Claire's or whatever. Do yourself a favor, get them now. Especially if you're going to be waiting in line for Robertson like the rest of us for 4 or 5 hours, not hydrating the way you're supposed to. Harry will kick your ass.
That's cute. 4 or 5 hours.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, but good evening, everyone. We are like just a couple months away. I know a number of you are getting ready for Dragon Con. This is the pre-Dragon Con spooky special-ish, something or other, something like that, whatever. But before we get into everything, I think there's something we've seen on the net that I'm trying to understand. Rob, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. One moment, please.
Thanks for being ready, producer.
Damn.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
We are definitely ready
Hey,
for
that's true.
for not daytime players. And hello, everyone in the chat. Y'all are awesome, as usual. That was quick.
That's what she said.
But oh,
Ah,
he's sweet.
I feel bad for her.
He's sweet. Anyway, yes, be hydrating. That's important. And if you haven't gotten your pre-hurricane supplies, meaning your rum, your vodka, toilet paper, because apparently that's now again a thing because
It's always a
COVID,
thing.
whatever the fuck. But I'm not someone that's good for stalling for time here. But yes, hello everyone in the chat. Hello everyone on the dais. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. Matt, Robbie, Harriet. Da, da, da. While we're waiting for this, I mean, how about like sell some stuff, pimp yourself out.
Summer sucks. I can't wait for spooky, and yeah,
I want to go home.
Yeah.
I want to go home. And just with everything that's gone on this past week, it is proven that this 20th anniversary is going to be literally. Oh, look at that!
Hey,
Hey, Harry, did that
VIP is sold out.
dude?
That's because everybody heard about the awesome fucking DJ and they're like, holy
Yeah,
shit, we gotta go to this party.
That's what I've been trying to tell Harriet. Yeah,
Dude.
I told you.
That's why.
It's all because of him.
Yeah.
That's why I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly why. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's DJing the VIP party. That's exactly why.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Literally, the only reason why it's sold out.
Okay,
Hey, Rob in the
Now
house.
you know. Now you're aware of what lives under Harriet's bed. That's the most. But no, so yeah, Rob will be in and out tonight with us because we're going to be talking about VIP stuff, which is indeed sold out, just like he said. If you were waiting on it, you fucked up.
Yeah, and I didn't know anything about the Fast Pass deal.
Yeah, what is this Fast Pass deal? Explain it while Rob's trying to figure out what he's doing there. Robbie, can you hear us?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. So we got it the last time Robert came around. Sorry, I thought you were talking to Harriet. So the last time.
You know about the Fast Pass thing.
Yeah, the Fast Pass. So the last time that Robert came around, they had it also, and it's really cool. It's like it's an add-on wristband to your general admission ticket that allows you to not skip the line per se, but they have a line for the Fast Pass. So kind of like, whatever, Universal, Disney, any of those places where you're kind of just getting. The thing is that the volume of people that go to see Robert Englund is just so ginormous that they had, it was just a lot. So they had the Fast Pass people, they had the VIP, and then they had the regular attendees, and having a little bit of trouble, kind of like 1-1-1, or however they were trying to do it. So
I think that was the first time they actually tried that system, if I remember.
Yeah, first time they tried the system. So, but I mean, we got to meet him, so I was
all worked out.
Yeah, I was happy with our purchase. We bought our Fast Passes. We got them in line. We took us about so it took us 2 hours, and then he took a break. So then we had to come back later. But they honored our spot, and they gave us a ticket. And everybody on the Robert Englund's camp, they're fucking awesome. Everybody's super cool, like the handlers and the managers and stuff. So they honored our spots, and it took us like 45 minutes the second time. So all in all, we waited about 3 hours to see him. And so the Fast Pass, super awesome. If you can't afford VIP, or if you don't want VIP, because not everybody wants to go to the party or get the T-shirt and all the swag and stuff. And it helps a lot, especially if you're let's say you don't want to go meet Robert and you want a Fast Pass to meet Doug or anybody else that's going to be there, then that definitely works great.
And that's definitely,
it is
there's going to be so many that have like a long ass line too. Saturday's going to be fucking insane because shit. I mean, well, all the people they've announced, there are going to be lines like fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be very liney. So if you're going to come any day, I would say don't. I mean, if you're going to really come and meet Robert, or you want to meet somebody else, maybe not Saturday.
Yeah.
If you can only come one day, you know what I mean? If you're going to come one day.
We're going to get into that, definitely. What the fuck is on my screen?
Yeah, what is this?
Audio.
No
Butter
idea.
sausage. That's what I keep hearing you hear him say, butter sausage.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna give up on this shit tonight.
Essentially, it's a video with Gary Busey talking about buttered sausage.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's like we've all seen it by now, buttered sausage. It's a deep fake, from what I understand. But those of us that have met Gary, who has been to Spooky, and if I know correctly, he is the first celebrity to have banned from Spooky. It's not out of the realm of possibility. That's legitimately what he talks like anyway. So, I mean, deep fake, they might say it was a deep fake. I wouldn't think so, but
I want to believe it's real.
it wouldn't surprise me if it was, because the man makes no fucking sense. Anyway, so yes, I'm drinking apple juice, nothing spiked because hydration, because gross outside and 80,000 degrees, and no. So, hi Rob, how you doing? What are you drinking? All that good shit.
I quit tonight, and I'm having a beer.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Ow!
It's a good thing you're not being fancy.
Right?
No
Flavored
fancy
waters.
tonight. On top of that, as I mentioned earlier, I gave blood earlier. So I'm really hoping that this beer just like this goes into
That's
overdrive
amazing.
just a little bit.
I got a beer in my fridge that's a 12% s'mores beer.
Good
Ooh.
lord.
It's called Teddy Bear Kisses.
Good lord.
That sounds like a dirty sex act.
Sure.
I'm just saying. It's the kind of circles I hang out in, but anyway. So Matt, how about you? How you doing? What are you working on? I know you've been like super busy with, Freak Show Unlimited and such, and
Getting show stuff ready, working my real job, trying to buy a house, trying to figure all this shit out. Good times. And I'm
this is Florida
drinking
fun, man. Straw in the head,
Publix
fuck the brain.
Publix pineapple lemonade.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That sounds
Is it
yummy.
good?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I like the raspberry one.
pre-hurricane party trick.
They have a raspberry.
Yeah,
that's
they have a
a-
raspberry
Malibu
and
in
a
there if you want. Vodka would definitely work. Rum would
Oh,
definitely
hell
work.
yeah.
I've had their blackberry lemonade. That's really good too.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
They have a pear tea sometimes. It's really good. Pear green
Yeah,
tea.
that's the organic one. Yeah, I like that one.
So this is what you gotta do to start stocking up. Absolutely. Robbie, hi, how are you? I know you've been busy.
What's up? Yeah, I've been actually busy with my day job. We're in overtime. We're in peak season right now, and it's just fucking bananas. But we're getting ready to ramp up the market season. I mean, convention market season, all that shit's coming up. Our first show is going to be Lakeland Punk Rock Flea Market. It's September, I say it's like 24th, whatever Saturday that is. And that's going to be fucking rad. And then it's basically every weekend. We're booked almost every weekend until like January, February. So
Wow.
so we're gonna be whether it's traveling or spooky or like whatever it is we're doing, it's just gonna be completely fucking bonkers banana. So I'm like kind of like really enjoying this time. I'm busy at work, but at home we're kind of getting we got a screen printer. So today what we did is kind of getting the room to ready to have a screen printer in it because we need the flash box and all the stuff that comes with it. So we're gonna start screen printing, and I'm super excited because that's gonna be like leveling up. Like when you have a business, like I started with one,
moving on up, just like the Jeffersons,
leveling up and bringing in new things, and I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. So wish us luck.
Speaking of Robbie being busy, I know she just went to like a big event that we all like wanted to go to, but everything's so insane right now. But Prometheus, like that was, dude, please.
That was awesome. Okay, so it was at Red Light, and forgive me, I don't remember the name of the beer right now because I'm not a pumpkin
Halloween
beer
Forever,
person.
isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Halloween Forever.
Mythic Brewing.
Oh, that's it. Mythic Brewing, right? Yes, they're the ones that put the beer out. I'm not huge on pumpkin beer, so I didn't try it, but I went to support them, and Stephanie was there. She was vending her amazing sweets and baked goods and stuff, and it was fucking packed, guys. Seriously, we got there like at 6. It started at 6. We got there at 6:30, and it was completely packed. I mean, from the moment you walked into the outside in the door all the way to the back. And in the back, they had this guy doing demos of blacksmithing, which was really cool.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah, it was awesome. And Prometheus had like a whole cabinet set up, and they were selling T-shirts and oddities and things like that. And saw a bunch of cool friends and spooky people. It was awesome. I'm just really excited for all of the success that they've had lately, and just continuing to get that ball rolling. And it's so cool to see because they started
success. Yeah.
Yeah, they started at vending at a table and at freaking Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they started years ago, and now and it's amazing.
Like
and they're
household name now. It's crazy.
Yep, household name, and they're just all of the success is just amazing, and it's like goals. When somebody like me is just starting a business,
it's super inspiring. Just like
it's so inspiring.
I was telling them this in private, but I absolutely think that, especially there's a lot of like aspiring filmmakers and vendors and such as Spooky that are trying to do the thing so they can do that as their like main job. And it's so cool seeing people that actually have a desire and a passion and a genuine love for something. It's so cool to actually see them succeed at that and watch from like when they're vending at a tiny little table in the back of a bar to like throwing their whole big like oddities market. That's so insanely cool to see.
It is super cool, and they're also great people. So I'm just really happy for them, and I just wish them the best from here on forever. So
yeah, and if you guys
keep on doing awesome events, I love it. Yeah.
if you haven't had a chance to go out to Prometheus yet, they are about to start their Halloween open house, which is like the
Yes.
kickoff of the Halloween season for.
We
some
should make
people.
it a field trip, guys.
Dude, I'm here for it. Absolutely. I think we should do that. But,
I'm in.
absolutely. But yeah, Prometheus has a Halloween open house. We'll talk about that. But yes, Harriet, wonderful to see you. I love that candelabra behind you there. Very,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
very
you.
Roger Corman. I like it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, we've just been surviving summer. We had Rob had his daughter and her kids over yesterday. It was our last big
Hey again.
barbecue. It's like we had a barbecue / cookout. I had the kids over and stuff like that, and kind of, just to say, screw you to summer, and thank God you're on your way out, and kind of a pre-hurricane, whatever. So, and then today we went out and did some Halloween shopping and looking at stuff, and I bought some flameless candles for that thing, and yeah. We're just getting ready, and I just can't believe that Spooky is already 2 months away. I mean, we're so ready. We're almost ready.
So I'm ready, but not ready.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't
I'm
even
not
know
ready,
what not
guys.
ready is.
I think I do.
There are
We
so
can
many
talk
things
about
from
that.
here
Wait
to
for
there.
who's not ready. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, there's so many things happening from here to there that I
Right.
can't even think of that shit right now. I'm like, that's so far away right now.
Yeah,
There's
I saw the
things that-
pictures. I saw the pictures from the thing that you went to, Robbie, and it just looked like it was packed. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's just going to get crazier. All the events between now and the end of the year, it's just going to get crazier and crazier because everybody's going out and doing stuff now, and everything's. I looked at the calendar. I'm trying to make sure that everything's on our calendar, and it's just it just keeps getting busier.
And I feel bad for those people that are getting ready for Dragon Con. I'm like, how can you even, like with Halloween and Spooky, how can you even think about Dragon Con right now? I mean, hey, good on you. If you're that
Well,
much
it's,
of a
it's first.
whatever.
It's first, so Dragon Con first, right? And then everything else. But I know that some people may not do, both as big as they would do one or you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, right. Except for the vendors that they have to do all the things.
Gotta make that money. Gotta make
Hey,
that.
man, yeah, I'm there.
And Rob, by the way, I'm sure you're probably looking at the chat because I have the contacts in. I can't see shit because I'm old. So, like, it looks pretty, but I still have no fucking idea who you are. So, just saying, Rob. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, no, Allison chimed in and she just talked about going to Prometheus Esoterica for the first time. It was awesome. And she
Really?
also hit
Huh.
the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, and it was hot as balls. And you know what? I can't even imagine. Well, I've been to the theme parks one time in August. That was like the dumbest thing I could have possibly done. It wasn't really an option, but it's yeah. So anyway, I'm happy you had a good time though.
Yeah. I saw other people also going to the Mickey's Not So Scary because I guess it started, and then Halloween Horror Night starts on Wednesday. They have the team member preview, and I'm like, I can't
They even
even
announced
think
all the
about
houses
this right now. What? Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah,
All I've ever seen is the Stranger Things and the Last of Us house, and that's all that I saw.
No, they're doing the Exorcist, the beginning, like the new Exorcist movie that's coming, and then a bunch of like original houses, which is cool. My concern, which is what happened last year, is that it rained so much last year that the houses flooded, like the ones that are in the back of the park, like by the Men in Black. Because my kid worked it last year. Yeah, and then she was gonna work it this year, and we discussed it, and we're like, it might not be a good idea to do that. It's just too much. It's too hot, and like it's just having to switch from where she works now into like Halloween Horror Nights and all that. I was just like, it might not be worth the trouble. And also the fact that they get out at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning, driving on I-4 and all that, and I'm like, yeah.
One other
They're
thing.
scheduled for 4.
Yes.
She should go work at Petrified Forest, but that's
actually a great
another
Yeah.
subject another time.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, whatever. There's tons of other options, but she already works for Universal, so she's like.
There you go. Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense. All right. Well, in that case, but Allison also mentioned one other thing that last night, she went to Tampa. She saw Rob Zombie, Alice Ministry and Filter. A lot of our people, a lot of the family went to that.
Yeah.
Man, but just
I saw Boris was there.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was. He was
Yeah, I
creeping
thought
in the
AJ
back.
was there, Eddie was there. Yeah, everybody was there. That's fucking amazing, man. I'm jealous, but I'm not because can you imagine what that must have smelled like?
No, that
Sweat,
I
balls, and weed.
I've seen Alice
Oh.
Cooper. I've seen Ministry. I've seen both of them twice, and
Yeah.
I would have loved to have gone because I still haven't seen Rob Zombie. But that venue
Dope, yeah.
is the
Dope.
one that made me swear off outdoor concerts. I saw Depeche Mode there eons ago, and it was a great show. But again, I think it was in July or August. It was in the middle of summer, and it was just so hot. And I said, I am never, I'm getting to the age where I'm like, I don't want to enjoy outdoor
No, dude.
concerts anymore.
Yeah.
No
And
If
fucking
you
way.
gotta leave on a fucking stretcher, is it really worth it?
Yeah,
No.
Matt,
I mean-
you left one odor out of that combination of was it ball sweat,
Indeed.
weed, Rob Zombie himself, but
Dude.
cheap beer. You know, that's
Yeah,
Well, that comes with the territory.
it does, but that brings it to a whole new fucking level, man. Ugh, I
No,
can't
but
do
I
that.
agree with Harriet. Like, I've never been to that one because I swore off concerts as well. I went to see 311 and Sublime down south in the Palm Beach one, the amphitheater. And I'm like, no, dude, this is too much. It
formerly
was
known
like
as Coral
July.
Sky.
Yeah,
yeah.
and also
Oh, is that what
it's
it's called?
home to Trejo's Tacos, which is always a fun fact. Which
Oh,
at one point we were going to get Trejo's Tacos truck
So good.
at Spooky. We want the Trejo's
Yes.
Talk. I can't talk at Spooky. Trejo's,
Yes.
Well, it's a tongue twister.
yeah,
Trejo's
Those
tacos.
tacos.
Trejo's yeah, whatever. That guy, the little Mexican guy with the tacos. We want him at Spooky. There we go. And speaking of people, you know what, Rob? Like we have just had like Spooky went all like fucking balls out for like the announcements in the past like 2 weeks. Like it was just like bam, 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 one after the other. I mean, Rob, do you want to run down the list there? Or?
All right, kids, buckle in. We got a long fucking list to go through.
Yeah, we do.
They're not
Yeah,
even
you're
done yet.
goddamn right. Okay, real quick.
Bring
No,
it.
not real quick. This is going to take some time. So,
Yeah, no,
Pour
we're going to
yourself a
talk
drink.
about each one of them. Absolutely.
number one, since we last left, Tony Todd,
Candyman.
Candyman,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Candyman.
Now, if each one of us says it, that kind of just completes. the
Stop.
whole
No,
thing.
I'm not saying shit. No way. No way. I've seen the movie.
That's just a romantic love story. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Candyman.
Stop.
Yeah. Also, he was in the Night of the Living Dead remake.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Sushi Girl.
Which
He was in The Crow.
Beautiful. Yeah.
He was in The Crow. Also, I mean, Tony Todd's kind of like a living legend. I
Absolutely.
mean, when you, if you ever get a chance to watch the documentary Horror Noir,
He's amazing in it.
well,
That's
but
what
it's-
I was gonna bring up.
it's held in like such a high degree of reverence. I mean, they talk about how he was a Shakespearean actor and just his credits, and it's pretty damn impressive.
You know, it's like that. We were talking about it earlier with Robert Englund. It's like everyone sees him as Freddy, but I'm like, there is so much more that this guy has done that is like, again, Shakespearean level. It's like, Freddy, that's great, but that's just like a drop in the puddle, you know?
Also, and I think I don't know if I can unofficially say this or not, but I've said it on the show before. In previous years, Tony Todd was at the celebrity poker tournament. He wasn't the best player because he kept stepping outside to get a fresh breath of weed. So you might be able to smell.
I know who I'm hanging out with.
Ain't a damn
I
thing
heard
wrong with
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rob.
That's what's up,
All right,
right?
well,
Rob?
that's your goal. Hang out with Tony Todd. If you're carrying, he's probably, that's whatever. That's
Make sure you have your medical card with you. Mhm.
and if not, allegedly, okay.
Allegedly.
I allegedly might make some brownies for him.
All right, allegedly.
Ooh.
I allegedly would like a brownie, please.
I got you.
Allegedly. All right, good.
I allegedly
yeah.
might have some at the table. I don't know.
Maybe. As long as you don't
No,
let
that would be
somebody
wrong
know.
and illegal.
Yes.
On a slightly more wholesome note,
Slightly.
the formerly young lad, now 21 or so years
Oh
old.
my God,
Good
he's not
Lord.
21. Shut up.
Quinn Lord, who played Sam in Trick or Treat.
Dude,
Arguably the most iconic horror movie of the past 20 years. Amazing how that kind of just had the slow burn to where it is now.
I feel like
But yeah, the
make
little
us all
kid
feel
that was
old.
inside the Sam suit, he will be joining us this year.
that's fucking amazing. Because
Awesome.
he was supposed to be at Spooky before, unfortunately canceled for whatever reason, and especially because Sam merchandise is literally everywhere now. You walk in, there's like a whole section of Spirit just for Sam stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like they've come up with ideas for like little Sam snow globes and like little baby Sam, and it's crazy and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Rhodes is at 21. I think he's about 21. I mean, first of all, that movie, I hate to say it, that movie is
Shut the
over
fuck
10
up.
years old.
Shut the fuck up.
That
No.
movie, I think, was
No.
2010, 11?
2007.
2007.
7. Okay, yeah.
He
So,
was
in
born
fact,
in
he might
1999.
be over
That was
21.
5
He might
years
be
ago.
collecting
He's
Social Security.
24.
24.
24.
5 years ago.
He's
Fuck you.
23.
Well,
He's
but here's the
23.
thing.
22.
movie-
Sorry, 22.
That movie
Math.
wasn't.
Math is hard.
Yeah, that movie wasn't a huge hit. It became like a cult hit, I
Yeah.
think. And but that horror image became an icon
Yes.
really like immediately.
Yeah.
You know,
All right, so
It really was up there with Freddy Krueger and Jason and Leatherface, and
Yep.
Sam is right in there with them now. It's not just like a
Right.
little tail on at the end. No, it's legit dais of the horror icons. Absolutely.
and Jennifer and I are going to go snort some Metamucil lines now because that's, it's what you do.
You gotta
Yeah.
keep it regular, man. That's important.
It
That's
is.
important.
Fiber's important. All right. Speaking of fiber,
fiber.
that's the worst transition ever. Holly Marie Combs. She likes her fiber. Why not? Probably best known for Charmed. She was the one sister that was always there.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
No, because Alyssa Milano was always there.
And
Too.
I'll say,
Yeah,
Robbie is
and
a
so was,
Charmed expert here, so
yeah,
I
I mean, Alyssa Milano. Okay, yeah, Alyssa Milano and Holly Marie Combs were the ones that were consistent.
yeah.
And
so-
then they got they killed off Shannon Doherty, and then they got Rose McGowan,
so it's
and also Brian Krause is coming.
I was gonna
So
say,
I mean,
we
it's
kind
kind
of
of a
have
little
a Charmed
tiny
reunion sort of thing going
Charmed
on. yeah.
reunion. I love it.
Yeah, it's
I saw
solid reunion.
Brian-
Also, if you didn't watch Charmed like me, obviously, maybe you know her from Pretty Little Liars. Maybe you know her from Dr.
I
Giggles.
know.
You know.
But that is something to watch out for. But keep an eye on the especially if you're going to do one of these little mini reunions. And I know a lot of people like to do that. The professional ops for that. Definitely keep an eye on the Spooky website because they will go up for that. And some of them do have pre-sales for those specific like mini reunion ones. Because I'm sure there's going to be.
I
one
mean,
where-
I would love to see Robert England and them do a little reunion too, because he was in an episode of Charmed. I know you guys have watched it.
Today I
but-
learned.
Yeah, it was awesome actually. It was an episode where he was like one of the like neighbors on the street or whatever, and he would like shrink people and like keep them and like hide them in his house or whatever. It was awesome.
It's so creepy. I love it.
I love it. It was great.
Because
I don't
know
have
that's
any
totally
neighbors
a
I'd wanna
fetish thing,
shrink,
And now
gotta
there's
be
like a
honest.
subreddit for it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's totally a subreddit for it.
All right.
I can
So
always go on that subreddit. But anyway, Rob, please continue.
on a more hardcore note, who here? Show of hands. Who here is a fan of Testament?
I mean, yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I grew up with
Okay,
heavy
well-
metal.
Chuck Billy will be from
Yeah.
Testament. Will be joining us.
That'd be great.
You know, and it's interesting because we were talking about that with the strike and everything, and we're not sure what they can and can't talk about. We're hearing a bunch of different contradicting things, but we thought it was a great idea to get a bunch of these musicians in, and Spooky has at least one or two musicians at every single show. So the fact
I
that
love
they
it.
got Chuck from Testament, man, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, so
I'm holding out for Nelson myself, but that's
Dude, I'm taking Nelson home with me because they still look fucking scrumptious. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'll be singing After the Rain all the way home. I don't give a shit.
I can't live without your love and affection.
You know
Get
what?
Nelson,
And
I
they're
want-
in my trunk, they'll be doing the harmony.
I want Hanson.
I'll do
I
Hanson
want to
too. man.
bop all
All-
weekend.
exactly. All Bukaki shoe, all the fucking blonde boys. I don't give a fuck. I'm here for it.
Well, if
All
we're
right,
going with
I'll
the
go down
sweet,
for that.
can we get Ace of Base on that note?
I saw the sign.
I love. Don't you know?
52s.
Let's not make fun of it. It's good stuff. All right. Anyway, next.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, that bitch once.
Next. Now this is a really cool reunion that we got. They threw at us, and this is
fucking huge. Has this been done at a convention before? Because I don't think I
perhaps,
remember.
but we have a Jawbreaker reunion.
Yo,
Ooh, yeah, that's fun.
dude.
I love
One-
that
like
film.
if you like,
So-
dark comedies, it is like Heathers, Jawbreaker, and I'm missing one that there's like the big trinity. And it's
Craft.
I don't know,
Maybe
Mean
it's
Girls, you know.
Craft Mean Girls, yeah.
Mean Girl, something, yeah. But it's like this was like the shit, and Rose McGowan, and this was the first time you saw Brian Manson, be normal. It was like iconic, right? And that scene that he does is pretty fucking disgusting. And
Yeah.
let's face it, Manson's pretty fucking disgusting. So
So anyway, Rose was announced a while ago, but joining Rose for a first time, the Noxzema girl, Rebecca Gayheart. I mean,
Urban Legend,
we all loved us some Rebecca Gayheart back in the day.
fuck yeah, I love her now.
Yeah, still. Are you kidding me?
Ain't nothing, man.
So aside from Jawbreaker and being the Noxzema girl, who was again so pretty they didn't even have her talk in the original ads.
She's still hot, man. I'd still dance.
Also did Urban Legend,
Mm-hmm. I absolutely loved her in Urban Legend. Fantastic.
and she was in Dusk Till Dawn 3. I believe it was Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter.
I do remember hearing about that.
And I think she played it was basically the origin story of Satanica Pandemonium.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
that's right. Okay, that's what I
I've
remember.
seen that one, but I'll have to check it out.
That's
Oh, yeah.
one of those movies I saw at Blockbuster every time I went in. Like, there it is on the shelf. Direct to video, Dusk Till Dawn 3.
Yeah.
And I can't remember
Right
if it
next
was
to Candyman 3.
number 2 or number
Anyway.
3 had John Bon Jovi in it.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, we're done here.
So
I'm sorry. And I'm from Jersey. I grew up. Yeah, no, we're done with this. You're putting John Bon Jovi. No, we're good. We're good.
that was around the time he was trying to
And
act.
technically, he's been a spooky, so he's kind of been a spooky guest. Doesn't matter if he wasn't out with the fans. He technically was in the building during the con, so he kind of counts.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Right,
if
so-
we're gonna semantics here. But-
Aside from Rebecca, we also have a returning guest, Julie Benz. She played Foxy in the she had Foxy on her necklace. She went Foxy. That's I remember
Yeah.
from the movie.
Well, then
Anyway,
people
she,
probably know her better for fucking Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter's what, and you know, I was looking through her credits. She pretty much did like a 1 episode appearance on like virtually every one of those WB shows in the 90s and 2000s. Like, she was on an episode
Yeah,
of
she
Charm. She was
She
on an
played her
episode of
dues, man.
Buffy. She was on an episode of Angel. She was on an episode, I mean, whatever it was.
She paid her dues, man. She paid her dues.
Yeah.
She was a working actress.
Absolutely.
Not only that, but
Saints
she's fucking
too.
gorgeous. She is
Holy
like
shit, yes.
so beautiful. Like
Girl
not
crush.
still,
Of course.
still. But you know what I'm saying? Like, she's older, probably in our age range, and she's just fucking knockout. I saw her last time she was at Spooky,
Again,
and I was
in
like,
my
holy
list of
shit,
Wood Bang.
she looks so good. And I loved her as Rita. Oh my gosh,
And it's funny because it's and
trauma
it's,
still from that
we
episode.
all collectively thought the same thing when she was announced. It's like, okay, Jawbreaker, that's fantastic. But everyone's like, Michael C. Hall. Michael C. Hall.
Bring the
Michael C.
Dexter.
Hall. And I'm
bring
still
it.
kind of holding
He's
out.
on tour right now, you guys.
I don't
Come on,
give a shit.
Princess goes.
I
Princess goes.
don't care.
Look, he cancels a date, 5 people miss the show. Okay, that's about all it's gonna
No way. They fucking sell those things out because everybody knows that it's him. So
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
don't
I know. It's they're not there for the music.
him,
They're
you know?
there. Well, maybe they are. I
Well,
don't want to say
that's
that.
I don't know, man. It's
Well,
not.
let's be straight up though. I mean, nobody could when he does Lazarus, and David Bowie gives him the okay to do Lazarus. There's really no higher. You can't get any higher than that. You know, so musician, whether you like him or not, he's definitely bona fide. I mean, if he's
Yeah.
got the stamp of approval from God himself,
Yeah, I mean,
so yeah.
I get it.
But
All right.
yeah.
So,
Well, no, still, yes. Please.
in rounding out the Jawbreaker reunion, Darren Stein, the director. So,
which is awesome because those of you that are fans, like some of us, of the Boulet Brothers Dracula, you've seen him. He's done at least 4 episodes as a judge. He's fucking fantastic. His dry sense of humor is chef's kiss. So I'm like hoping like Boulet Brothers. If not Michael C. Hall, I will settle for the Boulet Brothers. I'm just saying.
It's one step closer. One step
Just
closer.
saying. Mm-hmm.
Little by little, baby steps.
Yeah. I just thrown it up to the universe. Who the fuck knows? But regardless,
Speak
of
into
the
existence.
Jawbreaker reunion. So again, with the photo ops, because that's a photo op. Obviously, it's going to be a long line for. Definitely get it online beforehand. Keep checking Spooky for when they announce it. Because I know when you actually on social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, whatever, Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or who the fuck ever is really fucky with how they present things. So you can miss stuff pretty easily. So it's always best to keep an eye on SpookyEmpire.com. Go a couple times a day, refresh, whatever, just so you're on top of that shit. Just saying. So.
All right. So next on the list, we have a returning guest, I believe, Scout Taylor Compton. The basically she's in the Rob Zombie Halloween movies.
The Danielle Harris BFF. Yeah.
She and Danielle do a podcast together.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she was in that era of actresses that showed up at Charmed, showed up in all of those
That's true.
all those episodes.
That's true. She's again paid her dues. One of the things that I will say about that, though, and we keep an eye on like the Spooky Empire threads and in the groups and everything, because we do want to represent, the fan collective, not just like regurgitate news or whatever, but we want to echo everything that we're seeing. And this whole thing about secret lists that are leaked and blah, 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 y'all, come on. I'm just saying, apparently they were on the list and
somebody's feeling really good about themselves right now, even though they're probably full of shit.
Yeah, that was like Scout was one of the last on the list where they were like, "Oh, I got 5 for 5." Do you really got to feel that important? Really?
Whatever. I mean, more than likely, he just knows somebody.
Probably, and but if you gotta like flaunt that shit, it's like how sad is your life that your big crowning thing is? Ooh, I leaked a list of spooky. Ooh.
Oh, wait, real quick, I didn't want to share this. I went to the same school as Bon Jovi. He was 3 years behind me.
Oh, yeah, we're crazy stories. My brother
You're
hung out with his brother.
famous.
Yeah, no, she knows. I mean, in New Jersey, and Rob's been there as well. Every town is literally 1 mile square. So there's like 10 towns within a 10-mile radius, and so yeah, Sayreville is one of those towns. Like 2 minutes and you miss it. My brother actually knew his brother, and so I got stories, but I'll probably get sued if I talk about him on the air.
Yeah, don't do that. No
Yeah,
insurance.
allegedly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Next on the list, we have Greg Gibbs.
Dude.
Greg Gibbs was basically he's Rob Zombie's production designer for House of Thousand Corpses. Probably worked with him on a few other things. Makes a few has made some documentaries as well. So he's a person.
Well, just somebody
He's a
if you dig Rob Zombie's art,
He's a
and
guy.
not just like the movies, but like the actual artwork that he's done, and the cartoon stuff that he's done, and the throwback things, with like the old Saturday horror host kind of stuff and everything. That's where you'll know him from. Like you said, Dr.
He was
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
Now we have some musical entertainment that we can expect to be performing on Saturday night, but for one day only, which is Saturday. The Gothic troubadour Voltaire will be joining us.
Ooh.
I think he's known as the Godfather now.
The Godfather?
The Godfather. Well, because there's this whole thing, and we've talked about it. A lot of people said when Voltaire was announced, they wanted Vision Video, who is like Goth Dad. He is like the king of the new resurgence of the goth scene. He does this whole little Goth Dad bit, Goth Dad jokes, and it's very cute and it's awesome. And he's a great musician. If you like The Cure, Depeche Mode, Joy Division, you'll love his kind of stuff. And I think Voltaire's kind of taken him under his wing to kind of pass the torch to him. And it's interesting because Voltaire is our age. Vision Video, I think, is early 30s. So it's like, what does that make us then? If he's Goth Dad, are we just cobwebs? I mean, a little bit of a crisis there.
Elder
We are
gods.
spider farts.
Yeah, Elder Goth. Yes,
Elder
the Elder Goths. Crone Goths at that point,
Real quick, I want to share my Voltaire story.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, no, it's the first time.
Allegedly.
No, this one is a safe one.
Okay, because we know some not so safe ones.
I won't tell the alleged stories. But no, the first time he was at Spooky, I think, was 2008, 7. I mean, it was early. It was when it was still. I think it was when it was still Screamfest.
It was
Yeah.
we got the Wyndham, I believe, still. So yeah.
It was the Wyndham, but it was like a pre-remodel Wyndham.
Yes.
And there was, I think, a Starbucks attached to the Wyndham, and so basically, we're all, anyone who's eating breakfast, that's all you can get. So we go through line, and he and I are just standing next to one another in line, and he and Demi had talked a bit because they had known each other through Dragon Con, and we chatted for a bit. And while we're at the checkout register, they have a basket with blocks of fudge, and it's labeled Aunt Flo's Fudge. And one of them is a strawberry fudge. So it's red fudge called Aunt Flo's Fudge. And I pointed that out to him, and I kind of made a little joke about it. And it's early. He's like, oh, it's interesting. And I walk away, and I sit down. About a minute later, he sits down and joins us and goes, I just got that.
To be fair, it's Sunday at Spooky early
Oh
morning.
no, I don't
Saturday
blame
when I was- yeah.
the slow reaction time. 100% appropriate. No one had coffee yet,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was just and so for the next couple minutes, he's like, "Why would they do that?"
How he's going to take advantage and name that like on his next album, I'll never know.
All right, so Voltaire, yes. Next,
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Fun fact: you get a couple of drinks in Rob. Rob does a hell of a Voltaire impersonation. I'm talking singing impersonation. Just saying.
Mental note made.
yeah, there you go.
It's pretty spot
I
on.
forgot to do
Actually.
that.
Very schmoozy. That's it. Schmaltzy.
All right.
Schmaltzy is the word. Yes, but
So in addition to the Charmed mini reunion, the Jawbreaker reunion,
But one more thing is when it's Voltaire, it is Saturday only.
yes.
He's not going to be there all weekend. It is a Saturday only thing. So just put that on your calendar. Anyway, please continue.
So we have a number of Hellraiser guests because now we've got a full-on Hellraiser reunion as well.
Hellraiser reunion.
Robbie, settle down. Simmer down now, simmer down. Simmer
Hey,
down.
over the bouncing and shit, man.
I know, but Barbie Wild hasn't been announced yet, and I really hope they bring her because she's so awesome. Yeah, I said yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
So we know
She's
Doug
amazing.
Bradley. We know Doug Bradley. He was the first
him.
announced. First, number one guest for this year.
My man.
In addition to
Cool
Doug,
guy.
Claire Higgins, who played Julia in Hellraiser 1 and 2, will be
That's a
attending.
big one. That's a big one.
She was also in Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
So if we have any
You
fans
gotta
of British
fans of that,
drama,
yeah.
that's fine.
And Miss Nancy.
We also have Larry from Hellraiser,
Mhm,
better known as Andrew Robinson.
mhm.
Which we're
And
super
for me-
excited about.
He's actually that's a really cool guest in my book, not for Hellraiser, which truth be told, I've never
Yeah.
seen Hellraiser.
What?
Oh
Get the
my
fuck out
god.
of here.
Never
You're
seen
fired.
Hellraiser.
All right, that's it. You're out. Matt, take over. That's
Demi,
it.
what the fuck?
Somebody hasn't been doing their job.
Apparently so.
Oh, we're gonna have to like
Yeah.
fucking tie him up in chains and,
Dude, no,
like
it's gonna
chain
be
his
Clockwork
eyes
We're
over
Orange.
gonna
this
we're
one
gonna
now.
fucking
We're
do
pulling
a
full
Clockwork Orange
Orange.
on him. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're gonna pull a Clockwork Orange on you.
Mhm.
That seems a bit extreme. Look, I've seen Ernest Scared Stupid. I like horror.
I mean, I think you'd like
You're
it.
done.
You should watch
You're
it.
done.
I think you'd like
But
it.
what I was going to say about Andrew Robinson, if you've ever saw the original Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood, the original, the good one, he was the bad guy in Dirty Harry. He played Scorpio. And it was actually,
Carl will probably be all about that.
I kind of am. That was the first
No,
Dirty
it's a
Harry was a
Carl.
great movie.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Classic
Carl
70s
probably.
cinema. And he was
No, that's
fantastic.
fine.
He was just ridiculously over the top. So he's really, I think that role kind of, what's the rule? Typecast him a little bit because he was like just super over the top crazy in that movie. And he should have been much bigger. But anyway. And then rounding out the last guest announcement we have and rounding out the Hellraiser reunion, we have Simon Bamford, aka the Butterball Cinnabite.
Butterball.
Hell
One
yeah.
of the things I find interesting is, especially when it comes to Clive Barker, he likes to use a lot of the same actors in different movies. So if you're a Nightbreed fan, this is kind of a Nightbreed reunion as well, because there's a Nightbreed fan here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm just saying, because these directors like Rob Zombie, for example, like to use the same actors in multiple projects. So a lot of Clive Barker's, ensemble stuff. It doesn't have to be just Hellraiser. I'm just putting that out there. So
True. True
Yeah.
that.
do that. So Rob did well when he was talking about the rest of the guests. By the way, this is no means a full guest list. There will be more announcements. I've got confirmation that there are definitely a lot more guests that they will
Well, we
announce.
still
So
got
this
2
is
months.
not the end.
We
Um,
still have 2
They
months.
announced
I know.
right up to the very end.
One last thing I'd like to point out,
Probably
just
get
before
people
we move on from the guests, I did want to correct myself because Aunt Flo's fudge is actually called Aunt Flo's Country Fudge, which actually makes it all the
Even
funnier if you think about it.
CUNTRY?
That's
Maybe.
that's the thing.
Maybe.
CUNTRY, of course, country.
Country.
What are we?
Mhm. Uh-huh.
Country fudge.
Country.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. V, if you don't name your next album this, then we're just gonna fight. I'm just saying.
Oh, hey, by the way, if you want to have a good, if you can find them, these beers right here. I don't know if you can see that.
The invisible
Oh,
Dwarf.
the
Warheads?
extreme sour, the warheads.
Ugh.
Warhead Sour Ales.
Really?
That's the blue raspberry.
Ugh.
There's a 4-pack, and they're just as sour as the candy, and then the beer is super sour with that.
Diabetes.
So
Oh,
Woo!
Oh, that sounds like
it's
fucking
it's pucker
heartburn.
face every swallow. It's like, it's
I
awesome.
wouldn't use that for an enema.
Mm-mm.
It's fucking
Dennis Rodman
would
might
work.
though, allegedly.
Allegedly, I wouldn't use that for an enema.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but one of the
Allegedly, you
things,
would.
and we go about this a lot, but we do like to reiterate this because there are a lot of new people coming to Spooky. We do like to remind people that this is not just a matter of autograph room and a band and a vendor room and that's it. Spooky does have a number of things up their sleeve that we're not really talking about just yet. The tattoo artist, the tattoo festival is going to be off the fucking hook. The film festival, I've got it on good authority. The film festival is going to be one of the fucking best yet. They are super excited. It's not just going to be off to the side as usual. They have this whole film festival thing set up with this.
They have their own Instagram page, and it's fucking awesome. I follow them, and it's very active, and I'm excited. I want to do some of that for sure this time, because I always say I'm going to do it, and then I fucking get sidetracked, and then I don't. But I'm like, Harriet,
There's a
let's
lot.
do it.
There's
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. Harry's
Yeah.
a big fan of the film
I
festival.
know you're a film buff, so I'm like,
yeah. I mean,
Very-
I've every years ago they had somebody come from Ireland, and his name has escaped me right now, but I became friends with him, and he had it was called Yellow Fever Films out of Ireland, and I thought it was hysterical. He did a zombie movie. He came to Spooky like 3 years in a row.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
Yeah.
remember him.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've got a couple of his DVDs. One of the ones that I really wanted, he didn't have at the time because it was sold out. But he got really successful doing that, and he continues to make films over there. And last time they had the film festival, I missed it because I didn't realize it was upstairs, and I was kicking myself afterwards. But yeah, anytime that the film festival is there, I like to go at least and see some of them because you never know who's going to come out of that.
Yep.
Yeah, you find some of the best sleepers that way because it's not mass-produced, big budget, corporate. Oh, Jason 10 bullshit. No. This is like legit indie filmmaker, hardcore shit. That's fucking fantastic. Do not sleep on the film festival because, like Harriet said, it's like we always kicking ourselves afterwards because like these great artists and these great movies that become big later on started here.
Yeah, I mean we're it's a horror convention. We're there for horror. You know what I mean? Like that's what
And
we're
it's,
there
it's
for.
not
really.
just it's not just I'm gonna go Robert Englund, buy something in the vendor room and that's it. No.
Robert Englund started probably in an indie film, in the beginning. They all start usually in these films.
They all start where?
Yeah, there's a number of indie projects that he's still done.
But-
The Zombie Walk is coming back.
Which
So
one?
there
What is
will
it?
Zombie Walk.
Oh no
okay.
shit!
Yeah, it's so the Zombie Walk's going to be coming back. So they're going to be keep an eye on the page because they're announcing stuff like that. So there will be a Zombie Walk, and let's face it, with the Florida sun, that's pretty much what we're going to smell like zombies.
That's okay.
So it's going to be pretty fucking gross and disgusting. They haven't given details, but they are adding a new guest moderator this year, and from what I understand, it's something that you're gonna want to stick around for. So I don't know
For the
actual
panels?
details. Yes, a special guest moderator for like Q&As and panels and stuff. Sounds like
Really?
intriguing. Yes.
It's me. No. For the record, I have been offered if Fred Olin Ray ever agrees to do a
Oh my
panel,
goodness.
Katie, I have been considered for doing the Fred Olin Ray panel to talk about his career as a B-rated movie director, softcore porn director, and Christmas exploitation director.
Yeah, the
So-
Hallmark Christmas films appearing.
I got that going for me, which is nice.
Very nice. Fucking unbelievable. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of like really cool stuff. But there's some music acts that they're lining up, and there's the haunt. You know, we keep forgetting to talk about the haunt, but there's actually going to be a haunt at Spooky. There's information on the page. I didn't bring it up, but yeah, we'll talk about it at the next show. But definitely, there's going to be a haunt. It's legit going to be a Halloween experience, which is actually interesting because Robbie brought up a point when we were like chatting before the show. We were talking about because it is a horror con and it is around Halloween. We know there's a whole Barbie craze. We know there's all the cutesy stuff that we're seeing this year because I know there's going to be a massive influx of like pink Ghostface and cutesy Jason or whatever. And while you are welcome to do as you want, and our opinion doesn't mean jack shit. Let's face it, it doesn't.
Mine does.
His counts even less than ours.
That's a lie.
But it would be nice to like see like some more. Wait, Robbie, how did you put it?
Was it me or was it Harriet?
It might have been Harry. It might have was.
I think it was
one of us.
Harriet.
Oh, I was talking about, we're going to see a lot of Pink. We're going to see a lot of Barbie, and that's fine. And
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
please,
That's your jam, whatever.
yeah, but please understand when you're this is for all the newbies and for the returning people. You're coming to a horror convention, and it's literally the weekend before Halloween. So I think I said something
That's
to
your
like,
advantage.
if you want to come as a banana, if you want if you want to come as a princess, that's fine.
But
But
say that to
please,
your fucking frat party.
yeah, but please
That's right.
realize,
I said it.
yeah, please realize this is a horror convention, and I'm all for expressing whatever you want to express, but we want to see horror. We want to see your scary. Bring us your scary. Bring us your spooky.
Yeah.
Yalla boo,
That's what I said.
baby.
That's what I said. Yeah. We gotta bring the real spooky.
Yeah,
Let's bring it. It's Halloween.
Leave your
Let's be
Mighty
spooky.
Morphin Power Ranger costume at home.
right. and we're not asking everybody to go out
And don't
spend-
wear your Puerto Rican flag around your neck, blasting dance music and looking like an idiot dancing through the
Yeah.
vendor room.
I forgot about that.
Or I
guy.
will.
And it's not even.
I'm going to
because
bring a
of the
super
Puerto Rican
soaker this
flag.
year.
I'm
I
just
think.
saying, this fucking kid was barefoot,
Oh,
and that is
God,
what got
no.
me. Whatever,
And
flag
we're-
aside,
It's
barefoot.
his fault we got COVID. It's
Yeah.
his fault we got COVID.
We're
It's
not-
disgusting.
we're
In
not
the tattoo room, barefoot.
We're not
No,
asking
bro.
everybody to go out and spend atrocious amounts of money on some
No.
crazy costume. You can put a sheet on, put some blood on it, be a bloody ghost. And it's not
Yeah, that's
difficult.
why.
Yeah,
You can
it's
do
not
ghost
difficult to
costumes
be.
on Halloween. With the
Yeah,
ghost
it's not
glasses, boom.
It's not
I'm
difficult
gonna-
to be a zombie.
Right.
But we're asking if we do want to see you in costume, but we also want to see you in a scary costume or spooky costume or something. If you want to go cutesy Halloween, that's fine.
But bring your fucking A game, man.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah,
Bring your
And
A game.
also, I want to throw in, there's a little bit of 2 cents too. If anybody's coming to VIP, we want to see your A game for the VIP party. Please don't come in your flip flops and your tank tops and your jeans.
Oh,
Well,
geez,
listen,
no.
wait a
Oh,
second.
man.
I'm going to be
It's a fucking-
vending all goddamn day. I don't know if I'm going to have time to change.
Listen, Matt,
No,
do not wear
here's
your
the
Crocs
thing.
to the VIP party, okay? Do not.
I'm
No
begging
problem.
you. I'm
I'm
begging
going to
you.
bring my Grinch onesie
No.
with my
Alan
Fake.
will not let you in. Okay.
my fake.
Alan dresses to the fucking nines for this thing. Alan
Yeah,
looks like
he
a
does.
goddamn Bond.
He's
villain.
Irish. That's his
You're
problem.
Irish. What are you talking about? Oh, stop it. Oh my god.
Again, we're not asking for tucks and tails. We're not asking.
I
you-
am.
You know, we're not asking you for that. I just
I
want
want
to
you
see
to be on
everybody.
Allen level.
Yeah, so I just want to see
I'm just
everybody.
gonna wear my boxer shorts and a wife beater, and you're gonna deal
And
with
there's-
it.
I want to see everybody in their spooky dressy best. Bring a pair,
I'll have pumpkins on my boxers.
a
How
nice,
about that?
a nice pair of
Something's right
slacks, or
there.
you know, a nice skirt or something like that. It would just be nice to have everybody dress up for a couple hours on Saturday night if you're
Yeah,
attending the VIP
I
party.
want to see that too. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bullshit.
The
Bullshit.
VIP party.
Bullshit.
Oh my god.
Me being right here
So,
Yeah.
so please bring your
means
spooky,
that
bring your
that-
spooky costumes. Bring your best dress if you're coming
Best
to the
dress,
VIP
yeah.
VIP
Oh, yeah.
party on Saturday night.
I came in my ball gown.
You know,
and
they
my
should do a
tiara,
contest,
and
Harriet. Maybe
Yeah.
you guys can, you know, like best dress, like for real, like that'd be
Yeah.
nice. Did you hear Rob? Hear that?
We're
Like, Rob?
gonna throw that idea around. Yeah,
Yeah.
best dressed.
Yeah, best dress. Yeah. Let's do it.
Best dress number one, and one of the things you want to remember
I'll
is
win
that
it.
all the celebrities are going to be at this party. So, like, if you're going to meet Robert Englund, Doug Bradley, Tony Todd, whoever, don't look like a fucking schmo. Because then
Yeah.
they're going
Be a
to
schmo
think
now.
you're a fucking
Yeah.
schmo.
Hey, just to chime in, he's thinking almost 500 people for the VIP party.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
you know, and if you're going to be there taking pictures with some of these people, if these, you know, if the celebs come and you want to take pictures with them, you want to look your
Of
best. You
course.
look nice, you
Yeah.
know.
Give it some
So
thought.
I'm not, you know, again, I'm not saying, you know, wear a costume or
Don't
you know,
look like you belong on Cops, okay?
yeah,
That was my whole
Bad
costume.
boys, bad boys.
It's gonna happen. It's happening.
you know,
now.
take a shower, do your makeup, put on some cologne or some perfume, and bring your
Bring
best self
it.
for a couple of hours. It's don't be the one
Take
homeless
it easy
looking
on the
fuck.
cologne. The cologne.
I mean, if you think
no
about it-
Jakar,
Have to take
okay,
a shower.
no Jakar bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Harriet, to your point, you're basically at a fancy party with celebrities. Like, don't be
Right?
a bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on.
That sums it up. That really
Don't
sums
be a
it up
bum.
right there.
Yeah, it shows you know, some respect for ourselves, for Spooky, and certainly for the celebrities.
And
It,
to
it
them as well.
really, you know, shows that we would step it up. So it's fancy.
Do you have an hour already?
You poor?
Yeah, keep
Wait,
it
are you
classy,
kidding
right?
now?
Keep it classy. Keep it classy.
Are you finance shaming? You poor. And by the way, Robin, because I can't see, I don't know what's going on in the chat. I mean, I'm curious as to what's going on in the chat right now. Yes, I am. Okay.
Okay, so as far as the chat goes,
I love you guys, man.
we have had a couple of comments that, you know, Carl actually referenced back to the that kid who was dancing the entire goddamn time. Carl was just pointing out that that's proof crack gives you superpowers.
Not wrong. He's not wrong.
Jennifer mentioned that she'd like another onesie night.
Yeah.
Okay, that is something we are going to do something Thursday night. We're going to talk about it more on the next show, but we are going to do something Thursday night for those of you that are going to arrive early. It's going to be in honor and of memory of all of our spooky family that we've lost this year, but it's going to be fun. It's not going to be somber, morose fucking bullshit, because that's not what our spooky family would want. It's going to be crazy fucking, whether it's onesies, whether it's Mrs. Roper, we're working shit out right now, but we got something special planned for Thursday night. So
Spooky
And Denny
PJ.
is always in his tuxedo, so there
yes,
you go.
that is
All right,
true.
Rob, throw my costume up. I've got it on share.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh God.
That's it. Nope.
Except these will be boxer shorts and they'll have fuzzy slippers on.
If you're not wearing that at the booth, you are not allowed to go out in the rest of the place. Yes, no, that needs to be at the booth, sir.
Oh no, that's VIP right there, baby.
Can't take them anywhere, man.
You asked
Not
for
take 'em
it.
anywhere.
Nobody asked for that shit.
Nobody else.
That's why I'm giving it to you.
It's Matt's
Not
gift
going to
to
give it
us.
to you. Going to give it to you.
Yeah, no, it's all gonna be up in your fit. Yeah, no. No, see, now here's the funny thing. We're gonna sick Dave Dent on it.
Oh shit.
That's going all over YouTube. I'm just saying. But
Well,
yes,
then I'm going to bring a super soaker filled with blood, and I will fix all
Ooh.
those costumes.
don't threaten me with a good time. But and as Rob said before, VIP is sold out. If you missed, and I saw somebody in the comments like, "Oh, I was just gonna go get one." No, you weren't, you cheap piece of shit. If you were gonna get VIP, you would have gotten it the last fucking paycheck you got. You wouldn't have waited 2 months before the show to get VIP. But do
Not only
remember
that, but they did warn us.
Yeah,
By the way.
that they were running low. Yeah.
Last week when they did a count,
Yeah.
they posted it and they're like, "Hey guys, by the way, VIP is almost sold out," and not even 2 days later, it was gone.
Yep.
So
But there is the fast pass situation available. SpookyEmpire.com.
it's sold out.
That's sold out too.
Oh, the
No.
fast pass is sold out too.
Yep.
Shit. All right. Well, y'all are shit out of luck.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Fuck y'all, man. You're shit out of
They
luck.
still make
I'm sorry
tuxedo
to say
t-shirts.
this, but you guys coming to see Robert England for real, and this is very serious, okay? If you're coming to see Robert
This is
and
important.
you see that the line comes out of the door and you don't have a fast pass or you don't have VIP, more than likely you're not going to get to see him, okay? Just you have to be realistic. You have to manage your expectations because he's getting older and his
Yeah,
hand
louder
hurts
for those in the
fighting
back.
for a little while. And I don't know how long he's going to sign, but I know that last year he had to take a lot of breaks because of his hand was hurting. So just if you see that line, if is out the door and down the hallway, you may not be able to see him. So don't get pissed when there's still 200 people ahead of you.
If you are going to get pissed, we're going to laugh at you.
Okay.
Simple as that.
And don't
Be
blame
fair.
Spooky because it's not.
And it's
their
not
fucking
Spooky
fault.
Empire's fault. It's just not.
Any of
That's
y'all
the
go about smearing Spooky's name over the shit because you weren't fucking prepared, you're going to get shit from us. And not, when I say us, not just us five. I'm talking about the Spooky Collective.
Yeah.
You will get shit on by all of us. You need to prepare for this situation. You should not
Be ready.
show up on Saturday at 1 p.m. and be like, "Oh, Spooky didn't let me in to see Robert England. I'm going to shame him online, dude." Fuck you.
No.
Fuck you and your mother.
Yeah. There's
Especially your mother.
there's all kinds of the guidelines were even posted on the page.
Angelo's Country Fudge. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
read those as well.
Yeah, the guidelines were posted on the page and in the event and stuff like that. He's one person, he's limiting it to 2 items, etc. So read those guidelines, bring that with you, be of that mind.
Rob, can you
Because
zoom in on that at all?
because if again, like Demi,
go to Spooky's page. This is important shit. Commit it all to memory. Save it to your phone.
yeah, like Demi said, if you don't see this and you don't prepare and you go out there and you think that you're gonna just not be able or going to see Robert
Suddenly
England
you're special. Yeah.
without waiting in line, without getting the VIP, without getting the fast pass, and then you're going to sit there and bitch because you didn't see him. You are in the minority. Sorry, but you're in the minority. A lot of us, we have met him, but we all stood in line, even though we had VIP, even though we had the fast pass. We still had to stand in line for a couple hours. He's great to meet. He does take
You are
his time
not
with.
special. You are
But-
not special snowflake.
No, he's
Nope.
one person.
Nope.
There's no way he can meet every single person that comes to see him. So, you are going to be in minority and we will single you out. If you come out there and you come
Oh,
to
yes,
see
we will.
yeah, we will single you out.
There'll be a
So,
list of names.
yeah, don't try it.
I'd also
Oh, yeah,
like to point out
yeah,
that
we're bullies, yeah.
if you can't get Robert England's autograph, my name is also Robert. I'm willing to sign an autograph for you for 50% of what he does. So
My name is Robbie. I'll sign also, whatever.
That's true.
Yeah, we have 3 Robs. We have,
Oh, we
Rob-
do.
all right, so here's what we're gonna do.
I can writing Robin
25%
so
off here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do, you can get the 3 of us. The 3 of us will sign anything you want, up to 2 items for $60.
The 3 of us.
Yeah, the 3 of us. You get 3 autographs for $60.
The whole
That's a
Robbie
steal.
orgy. The
That's a
whole
good deal.
Robbie orgy. Yep.
Yeah. Let's
That's
do it.
3.
I'm in.
That you have an option of 1 of 3 or all 3.
No, you have to
Rob
have all
trilogy.
3.
The Rob
That's-
trilogy.
That's right. That's right.
I still like the Rob orgy, but that's
Yeah.
but that's important. And a lot of people go on Spooky's page, and this is just my personal pet peeve. When you go on Spooky's page, you ask these simple fucking questions that have been answered 20 million times before, or are clearly on the website. We are a very accepting group of people. We love everybody that, well, not everybody. Most people
And
that
trust me.
y'all. Y'all,
we have a great deal of acceptance for stupid people. I got to be honest.
God,
There's a whole lot of dumb motherfuckers at this show. I say that mostly with love. But
it's true.
There's-
He's right.
there are some of you who are exceptionally stupid, and trust me, you're the ones that we're going to give a hard time to.
Yeah, if you're legit coming to the show and you've never been to a con, or if you've never been to Spooky before and you have legit questions and you need them answered, we will be happy to answer them. But if you're going to ask the same thing over and over and over again, even though you've been to the website, you've been to the Facebook page or Instagram, and you're listening to us, or
If you think everybody's whole shit should revolve around you, you shouldn't have to Google. You just want someone to answer. No. You are not special.
yeah, so we're happy to answer
the
questions,
show?
but bring your brain.
500.
Bring your brain.
Bring your brain. That's important.
Go to
Bring
the
your brain.
backlog.
Shit.
We've answered everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
500
And we
times.
closer to the showtime, we even do a do's and don'ts for spooky.
Yeah.
Demi brings what to pack, what to bring if you're costuming.
We've been
Or-
doing this webcast for 5-6 years or
8
something
years.
like that.
Longer than
Yeah.
that. Like
Years,
6 years
yeah.
now.
However long. I mean, come on, guys. You go
Yeah.
back. The information doesn't change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
No,
It's-
and-
You know,
and
I mean,
if
as
you
far as like what
understand-
to bring, what to pack, like those things don't change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
If
the
you have
information
questions,
is out there.
Spooky Empire, email them. They're really good at replying to emails.
Information is out there. Take a minute, go to Google, type in boom. It's all right there. It's not hidden privilege.
GTS,
information.
guys, GTS.
That's fucking true, man. Absolutely. Before we get into the next thing, which is a whole another shit show we'll get into. This is probably if you're doing Halloween shopping, the whole Code Orange thing, you've got maybe about 2-3 weeks left, because if you're going shopping in September for Halloween shit, you're shit out of luck. Again, like Robert England, if you don't do your preparation, you're done. Because
Yep.
Target's coming out with their shit. Walmart are starting to come with, and those are the last two. Them, Home Depot, and Lowe's. Those are always the four that come up last. Walmart is starting to do their stuff, and personally, like me, and I want to thank Robbie for this, like the leggings, like $5 leggings, this is all I wear as far as pants. And just always, every year, they have all these really cool patterns, $5 a piece, fucking fantastic. So go to Walmart now. They've
like
got
those.
really cute pajamas, because Harriet went out and got these awesome pajamas, so adorable.
We went today. We went to
Yeah.
Marshall's today, and I got some kitchen stuff. I got the serving dish with the
That's
ghost
so cool.
dipping thing.
I love that these manufacturers are realizing that there's a whole subset of us that decorate our homes. And this isn't just Halloween decorations. No, in our house.
Yeah.
We have like a Ouija cutting board,
Yeah, I got this giant skeleton tray for their kitchen, and I love it. I was like, this is heavy duty shit. This isn't just
Yeah.
paper plates.
No, this isn't Party City. No,
Yeah,
that's so awesome. It's cool. But it's like now that we're actually starting to see that stuff. Spirit is out now, but it's after Spirit. Home Depot is starting to put their stuff out. Lowe's has just put their stuff out. Walmart and Target are slowly getting their stuff in. This is marking the end of the Code Orange season. So if you want to find cool stuff, spend the next week. After Labor Day weekend, it's done. It's done. You're going to find nothing but scraps. So if there's stuff that you want to go get, do it now.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. And this is unrelated, but I got it. This story is fucking amazing. This shirt right here. Now, me and Harriet are massive David Bowie fans. Like, he is like literally Jesus Christ for us. This is
yeah,
$1.
that's insane.
$1.
Love that.
I kid you not, $1 at Walmart. If you're a Bowie fan like us, go to Walmart. $1. I'm just saying. All right.
I got these Pringles, and they're Halloween themed, and they glow in the dark.
Oh my God, they are actually Halloween.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Halloween everything. Those of you that are fans of Squishmallows, there's a lot of. Walmart just got like a whole big bunch of them in, and they've got like a cute cat and a candy corn. They've got like this little vampire guy, and like there's a pumpkin and a top hat, which is really cute. So those things work great just as pillows. Not just plush animals, but shit, I sleep with mine, and I mean, not just good. No, it's a pillow. It's an amazing pillow. So just Squishmallows, bring them to Spooky, make them a pillow. Just saying. All right.
Yep.
Now, Rob, this is more your thing than mine because I don't know anything about the shit. I know who they are, but I'm not. Take it away.
This is just it was brought up by a couple people on the show and in the Spooky arena. We had a bizarre amount of celebrity deaths in the past week, and just wanted to run them through real quick.
Well, hold on. Let me just preface that real quick. It's like because while they may not have been to Spooky, a lot of Spooky's collective are fans of wrestling and are fans of these people, and the wrestling and rock and roll and horror all just kind of fuck together, So.
Yeah. So the first was Terry Funk. For anyone who was like an old school wrestling fan, or even just 20 years ago, this guy had been around forever. He's literally considered like, for people who have their Mount Rushmores, he's up there.
I can see that.
Arguably the greatest of all time. That's like how big this guy has been for a really long time. So that's sad for a lot of people. But he was a guy who he lived to be like 70-something years old. He should not have lived that long, given the shit he was doing at his age. Because he was wrestling.
Hardcore, man.
He was wrestling into his 60s.
He was related to Dory Funk, wasn't he? Dory Funk Jr.
Dory is his older brother.
That's right. Right.
Yep. Then on a more kind of out of nowhere note was Bray Wyatt died a couple days ago, and Bray Wyatt was kind of like, even if you don't know wrestling, you kind of know who the Undertaker is. Yeah. Bray Wyatt was kind of like the next Undertaker, so to speak. He would always do like a cult figure or like a supernatural kind of theme. He had a character called The Fiend that was a mask that was made by Tom Savini.
Oh, okay.
I think I remember that.
And this guy died at age. He was 36 years old. Apparently, he contracted like some sort of long form of COVID. He had a heart condition, and he ended up having a heart attack from it just a couple days ago. So that was really out of nowhere, just shocked everybody. Technically, he actually did show up on an episode of the WWE, but he's probably better known for The Price is Right. Bob Barker. Bob Barker has passed at 99. And then very recently, as of I think yesterday, Arlene Sorkin. Some of you probably know her from Days of Our Lives.
Oh, shit, that's right.
But the rest of you know her as the voice of Harley Quinn.
What was she in Days of Our Lives? Who was she?
She was the wife of Eugene, I think, right? I watched it like years in like back in like 80s and 90s. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I know that's exactly who it is. I have to look it up. But okay.
Yeah, but she was the voice of Harley Quinn on the Batman, the animated series in the 90s. And just one of the interesting things about that is Harley Quinn started on the cartoon. She was not from the comic books.
Yeah.
So she was pretty much like the voice that everyone hears of Harley Quinn in their head, the same voice that Margot Robbie did in the movies. That was her.
Yep.
She started all of that. So she's basically, very much part of the core of the character. So that's she was 67. So,
Wow.
Didn't
shit.
Yeah. So that's who died this week.
Well, we were on when Pee-wee died.
Well,
we were not. But no, were we? Were we on when Pee-wee Herman died?
I don't think we were.
No, I don't
it's been
think
like
so.
3 weeks.
Well, I think it was because that's when Cassandra Peterson was mentioned, and there was the connection because the two of them were like BFFs from like Groundling days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, but there was something. No, there was something
Seagal
specific about the deaths that I wanted to mention, and I can't remember it right off the top of my head. But
Anyway.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, because we don't do morose death bullshit, whatever. We have our celebrity death pool. So if you chose Bob Barker for the celebrity death pool, you know what? You get less than nothing.
No, actually, you
get 1
actually
point.
lose points if you picked Bob Barker because the way the game is played.
-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you subtract their death from 100, so you would have gotten 1 point. But because he wasn't a horror actor, there's a penalty of 3 points. So you actually lose points if you chose Bob Barker.
It was low-hanging fruit, man. I mean, the guy has had a great life. He's banged every single woman that's on that fucking show. You know what? He's okay.
Yeah.
He was doing okay.
He lived a long life, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he fucking did.
That's-
That's the damn show.
And Allison just mentioned that Bob Barker spoke to her last night when we were at the Hard Rock after the concert. I saw a Price is Right slot machine. I went to it and it paid out $300.
Whoa! Nice.
Thank you, Bob.
Hell yeah.
It was.
Very nice.
That's a sign from above. That's a sign.
And Deep South Nikki made the joke that it's God bless everyone for making it. That's the closest to 100 without going over. So there you go.
He was closest to $1. Yep.
And Randy, yes, Randy. Fun fact. Remember to have your pet spayed or neutered. I had a friend that like worshipped The Price is Right in high school. Like he watched it.
There's always one in every group.
His study
was-
hall.
Same.
His study hall was at 11 o'clock, so he would watch The Price is Right in our lounge. And so for his senior quote, remember to have your pet spayed or neutered.
Oh my god, I love it. It's important, you guys.
It is.
It really is.
All right, I hate to do this, but I gotta go, guys.
All right,
Oh,
Robbie,
yeah.
Yeah.
have fun.
Anyway,
See you guys. All
Talk
right.
to you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Night.
yeah, we're slowly wrapping up here though. But
No. Probably had to leave.
speaking of Cassandra Peterson, if you go to our page, there is a very cool video that she posted on her social media of where she's in her hometown in Colorado, right? I think. It's Colorado.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm here in Colorado Springs, where I grew up, and I am going to give you a little tour of my home, my childhood home, my neighborhood, the schools I went to, the famous Peterson Party Land that my mother owned. And so, hop in, sailor. Let's go for a ride.
It's so cool, man.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's a 3-minute video.
No. Go on the page, go on her social media, check it out, because it's something that you probably want to ask her about. Because Elvira has always been like her own separate persona, but the fact that she's actually sharing this piece of her, that's a big fucking deal. As private as she's always been, that's a big fucking deal. So that's really cool. If you're a Cassandra Peterson Elvira fan, go check out that video, because it's actually really nice to see how she became who she became. All out of Colorado. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, she talks about meeting the other kids in the neighborhood at the Big Rock, and she says, "Oh, it looks so much bigger when I was little."
And unfortunately we're all going through that shit now.
Very true.
That's a whole nother. No, I don't like that. I'll take my Geritol later. The last thing we wanted to bring up before, I don't know if we're doing a game or not, but
We're doing a game. I put one together. I've got a good one, as a matter of fact.
okay. The last thing we want to bring up is there've been Dee Snider's been the spooky, Alice Cooper's been the spooky. There's this whole big thing going. You guys have probably seen it on your feed of your social media of choice. Now all of a sudden, comments are being taken out of context. You can take anything out of a conversation, and if it's out of context, you can turn it into left wing, right wing, whatever the fuck you want. These are people, and they're being called homophobic and transphobic and blah, blah, blah because of comments they make. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad that people do this specifically just to divide people. To paint these people that pioneered, like, not only gender bending, but just androgyny and just these characters that are on stage that have inspired so many people, to try to paint them as transphobic. Y'all, you're welcome to your opinions, of course, but these people have been spooky. They'll probably come back to spooky. Don't base what you know about them based on something that someone took out of context.
It's a little late in the game because Alice came out in the 70s, and he had the group was called Alice Cooper, but eventually he became Alice Cooper because he was fronting the band. Mm-hmm. And so, Alice looking the way Alice looked with the long hair and the makeup and the whole horror persona. And then, of course, Dee Snider, same thing. The crazy hair and the makeup and the spandex in the 80s and stuff like that. They've been called every single name in the book. And so they know of what they speak. But, like Demi said, don't take it out of context.
It makes me sad, the whole cancel culture thing. And regardless, you are welcome. J.K. Rowling or whatever, you are welcome to your own opinion. Do your own research, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because if you see something on a website, it's usually written specifically for that audience. Rob,
I would just say this: never trust a headline. you know, a headline is always
Clickbait
what
is
journalism
clickbait for a
has
reason.
turned into is whatever headline they can make you click. So it's often misleading. You know, keep that in mind. That's all.
Yeah. And it's just sad to see these people who are fucking legendary icons, and they've been to Spooky and they'll be back to Spooky, to see any of their fandoms hurt because someone wants to get a quick headline without any context, and it makes me sad. Y'all are welcome to believe whatever the fuck you want to believe, but do your fucking research, man. Do more than like a 15-second scan of something. It made me sad to see that, because like Dee was one of my fucking favorite guests ever. Alice is just it's fucking Alice.
Yeah.
Something fucking Ozzy. It's just he's a god, how someone can take that and twist it and into something that's transphobic, just put some label. That's a whole nother rabbit
I'm
hole.
sure.
Anyway,
I'm
yeah.
sure that's I'm sure that it's not going to hurt them,
No.
personally or whatever. But still, like, do your research and check out. Look where they have all been. And they've had everything thrown at them because of the way that they look or the way that they present themselves professionally. But when you meet them and you actually get to talk to them, they're people too.
They're fucking amazing. Because they're fucking amazing people.
Yeah.
They love their fans. It doesn't matter what background you come from. They love all their fans, and they connect with you, because there's so many celebrities out there that wouldn't piss it on you if your mouth was on fire, But these guys are like genuinely super cool, down to earth fucking people, and they have seen everything, but they still connect with you on a human level, and that's something you don't fucking see anymore.
Yeah, true.
So, that's my little rant, 2 cents, but I don't know if the chat's chiming in on any of it or not, because like I said,
Only a little. Deep South Nikki just said trans people learn pretty fast not to trust any celebrities, so
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, that's my thing about that. But definitely, before we get into the game, we are going to be ramping up the schedule with shows before Spooky. We're going to be probably doing another 2 or 3 before Spooky. Hit the notifications, because we got a lot of shit to talk about. We're going to get more of the hotel, and we're going to do all that shit, all the tips on what to pack, the best way to maximize your savings, best way to avoid lines, all that shit, because we've been doing this shit literally for decades now.
Yeah, just FYI, we're not going to do anything Labor Day weekend, but probably after Labor Day weekend, we'll go every other week, the regular every other week until Spooky. So just keep an eye out, subscribe, like all the YouTubes and the Facebooks.
And again, as much as we shoot the shit and joke on here, come up to us at the show and say hi.
No,
buy us a beer.
Yes, you can buy me a beer without talking to me.
You can just buy shit for me, and I'll be happy about it.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm a cheap date.
Hey, any song requests? Just write it down on a napkin and staple it to a $100 bill, and I'll get to it as quickly as I possibly can. So
I'm here for it. I've already given him my first request, so. It's all good.
I got $1 coin I could do something.
You know what?
I'm
gonna put each request on a glitter penis.
Yeah.
Grab your microscope.
Glittered it.
Exactly. Like on a grain of rice.
All right. Well, on the note of glitter dicks, tonight, folks, we are going to. That's again really shit transition. That's fine. We are going to be playing
King of Segways.
We are going to be playing the Rotten Tomatoes game.
Okay.
Tonight's theme is basically we're just going to talk about some of the reunions, and I've got a couple of these movies listed, so we're going to go through them. Now, the first, it's actually a kind of a curve, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. It's not horror. But I mentioned Terry Funk earlier, noted huge pro wrestler. Terry very briefly had a career in movies, and he was in Roadhouse. He was like the first bad.
Right.
He was the bouncer at the club before Dalton comes in.
Okay. I remember that now. Yeah.
So that was Terry Funk in Roadhouse. So I asked to the dais and to our viewers, what do you think Roadhouse? What is its collective score, or what is its aggregate, its average?
97.
45.
55.
And I'm going to give the chat just a minute to chime in because, I mean, the fact is Roadhouse is one of the great guy. What was that?
Bob Barker was 98, right? Or 99?
99.
I'm going to say 99 just in honor of Bob Barker. And because if any other
Price
scores
is wrong, bitch.
All right, so Randy just chimed in with 83. Allison has never seen Roadhouse. That's fine. That's fine. It's a guy movie.
A double feature of Roadhouse and Hellraiser, apparently.
Roadhouse is a dude movie. That's fine. But her husband says
No.
68.
Patrick Swayze's pretty. Sam Elliott, hello.
All right, so
Very true.
I
here
get
we go.
that.
Harriet, congratulations. Roadhouse is rotten at 41%. A great tragedy if there ever was one.
I don't accept that. I'd like to speak to the manager, please. Yeah.
Calm down, Karen.
All right. So next, so to discuss our various reunions and our various movies that we're going to be seeing. Actually, we're going to start with before the reunion. We're going to talk Candyman for a moment because of Tony Todd. Where do we think the original Candyman shows up on Rotten Tomatoes?
I gotta say, I'm gonna say pretty high. I'm gonna say like 70.
I'm going to say 42 because that's the answer to everything. Nerd moment.
63.
Let's see. I'll give the I will give the chat just a minute to catch up. Randy at 71. Allison's husband is at 35. And since she said the husband first,
drinks.
I'm going to assume that she doesn't have a weigh-in of her own. And Cheryl said 55. All right, well, Randy pulled the Price is Right bitch card on Harriet by going one up and won. Hellraiser. Actually, no, I take that back. Harriet, what did you say?
70.
Okay. Harriet wins right on the money. It is 70.
Fuck you, Randy.
It's very small font. I couldn't read it. I thought the 0 was a 9.
Yeah. We can't see so good.
All right. Now, next, Hellbound Hellraiser 2.
15.
14.
I'm going 30.
30. All right.
Third one's even worse.
Yes. Okay. So if I have to watch Hellraiser, do I have to watch the sequels? Let's
No.
get that.
Yeah, there's
question out of the
10.
way.
You have to.
No.
All
You
right.
have, you
Yes,
have to
you
watch
do.
the new one. The new one's
because
pretty
that's
good.
where he starts
I like the
getting
new one.
called
The new one's
But
good.
outside of that,
Allison says 15. Cheryl says 25. Randy says 27. Allison's husband says 30.
ooh, that's a bold
Harry, you said 32?
Yep. 30. Yes.
30 also. All right, so we have a two-way tie then. Hellraiser is right. Hellraiser 2, even 50.
What? Wow.
The Roadhouse is rotten at 45.
Yeah, 41. That's even worse, right?
What-
Yeah,
Wow.
fucked up. It's a fucked up world we live in, folks.
that's no.
All
I
right.
don't
The
accept that.
sequels weren't very good at all. It was
And
like
then
Puppet Master.
to discuss the last sequel, we have Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. One man. One way. No way out. Okay.
Fucking nerd.
Hellraiser 3, folks. What do we think?
25.
15. I'm going really low.
12.
All right, let's see the chatters, folks. It's Hellraiser 3. Hellraiser 3 7. Randy's at 31. Allison's husband is at 20. And Cheryl's at 20. Randy, you win this one. Hellraiser 3 is rotten at 40.
Wow.
All right. See,
That's
One
a lot
less
higher
than
than I thought it would be.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
something's rotten in Denmark, man.
Yep. All right. Jawbreaker. We're gonna end on
no.
on
this list. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, we're not gonna Jawbreaker. What do we think Jawbreaker has made?
82. I don't give a fuck. 82.
I never saw it, so I don't.
I'm gonna say 60. I'll go
I'll say-
high.
People.
71.
I already forgot what I said.
Demi, what did you say? Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you say, Demi?
I don't know what 78. I don't remember what I said. 78. I know I'm wrong, but I don't care.
All right. Well,
Because Pam Grier, anything Pam Grier is in, immediately plus 70.
all right. Well, I hate to tell you this. This is this is going to be a head scratcher.
Oh no, no.
Brandon on this. Jawbreaker is rotten at 14.
Wow.
Okay.
Do me a favor, real quick. Look up White Girls. I want to see where this compares.
All right. Now remember, the way Rotten Tomatoes works is it doesn't mean it's a
No,
14
I
out of 100.
understand that, but
It just means 14% of the critics said it's good.
Right.
You know, it probably got a lot of not so great, but not horrible.
But it's more of a cult classic than I think it's.
No, it is. It absolutely is.
It is
It's a very niche audience. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and final one of the night. White Girls. What do we think? White Girls, starring the Wayans
Terry
brothers.
No, that's White Chicks.
White
White
Chicks.
Chicks. That's what I meant.
Okay, I was like, White Girls and White Chicks. That's two different things.
The Wayans brothers and Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews is pretty goddamn good in that.
Terry Crews is fucking amazing in that. And spooky alumni Jennifer Carpenter is in it. Just saying.
Dun, 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 dun. And I want you. Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun.
way things are going, I'm going to give it an 85.
I'm gonna say 30.
I was gonna say 3. Fuck it.
All right, and Allison, you'll have to share the Jawbreaker story later because I want to hear. All right,
Yeah,
White Chicks. We have a 52. We have 39. What Deus? What did you give it again?
I said
85.
30.
I
Demi,
said 3.
3, and Matt.
85.
All right. Demi, I think you win. Oh, Cheryl said 72. White
Wow.
Chicks is rotten at 15%.
Yeah.
That is so much better than Hellraiser 3.
But for the record,
Yeah.
White Chicks by this is better than Jawbreaker.
All right. Well,
No, I beg to differ.
But that's the whole thing. At that point, it's like, okay, Marilyn Manson versus Terry Crews. Yeah.
All right.
I know, exactly.
Well, then on that sad note, I think we'll call it a day. We'll call it a night.
Yeah. All right. We thank you guys for joining us. As usual, of course, follow us on social media because we post all sorts of shit about the guests that are going to be at Spooky, blah, 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 and all that
Whoops.
shit. Hey, fuck you. Bye.
Bye.